In the UK we have over 11,000 laws that govern us, 90% of which are for petty offences. Each year around 70 new laws are thrown onto the stack. As it's impossible to know what all of these are, most of us rely on common sense and receive wisdom to stay on the right side of the law. But you might be surprised to find out that certain laws you've been abiding by don't even exist. TV cop dialogue impresses upon us that any refusal to be dragged down to the station means you could be charged with resisting arrest. In America, this is a standalone offence. You can be tried and convicted of resisting arrest even if the arrest itself was unlawful. Not so in England, where resisting arrest isn't even an offence. Instead, we have assault with intent to resist arrest, which means you'd have to use some form of violence against your arrestor to be charged. We also have the offence of resisting or willfully obstructing a police officer in the execution of his duty, such as getting in the way of an arrest or interfering with police duties. The key phrase here is acting in the execution of his duty. Unlike in America, if a police officer attempts to unlawfully arrest you, you can use reasonable force to resist that arrest. This is because an unlawful arrest is not in the execution of a police officer's duties. And for added measure, you can sue them in the county court as well.
A myth that I've read in lots of your comments is that self-defense cannot be used against a police officer. For example, for a charge of obstructing a police officer under section 89 of the Police Act. But this is exactly what the courts looked at in 2018. The court held that a defendant may rely upon self-defense or defense of another when answering a charge of assault or obstructing a police officer in his duty. In this case, the claimant believed that his mother was being assaulted by police officers and intervened to protect her. The court held that there were no reasons not to allow this as a general defense in criminal law, just as to any other offense. But remember, you cannot rely on self-defense or defense of another just because you mistakenly believe the arrest to be unlawful.